Monday, I just finished one of my finals in psychology, and I don't know the grade yet, but I think I smashed it. I had I think it was 28 pages of notes that I brought with me, and all of those were straight chat notes. So, but but the information I put in there was mine. Anyways, I think I did really good since I was confident with most of the answers. I was able to find the answers in my notes, so hopefully I did well. But anyways, today is Arms and Shoulders Day, so I will be absolutely smashing my biceps and triceps and shoulders. But yeah, I'm actually pretty tired right now because I was up studying. Nah, I'm lying. I wasn't up studying. I was up just chilling on my laptop last night watching a show. So, but I got plenty of sleep. I got I think 9 hours of sleep. So I don't know why I'm super tired. But I had a energy drink this morning, one of the Monster Rehabs, because I don't want it to be. I just don't like the carbonation from the Monsters really, and the Rehabs don't have carbonation. So, and they have coconut water and vitamin B vitamins, a ton of stuff in them. It's awesome. So they're a little bit healthier than your normal Monster, because they still are 0 sugar as well. So it's pretty goated. But yeah, I had one of those. Obviously, I did eat right before the test, so all that should be digested and ready to be fuel for this workout. But yeah, I'll talk about the posing seminar a little bit more from Saturday. I did meet a guy there. His name's JT. He was one of the guys that was helping pose the classic physique guys, and I ended up hiring him as a coach. So I'm no longer coach-less. I'm no longer self-coaching for the prep. For these next 16 weeks, I'll be having him coach me. So I literally just signed on with him and filled out all the questionnaires and stuff like that, the in-processing stuff, on Sunday or Saturday night, and then paid Sunday. So we'll be might be seeing the workout split change, the what I eat change. Might start taking actual supplements like creatine and stuff. Who knows? I literally haven't been taking no supplements whatsoever. But yeah, I'll pop up his Instagram up on here with his training thing. It should be right here. But yeah, so for the next about 4 months, he'll be coaching me, and then I might pay for some of those posing sessions, so that way he can help pose me a little bit, just because I'm still very new to this. But yeah, we'll be seeing different content coming from that possibly. And then yeah, on Thursday is when I'll probably start implementing the camera. I might or might not, because that's when I'm moving back in to my house and out of my dorm. So I don't know if I'm going to use that as a rest day or if I will still go to the gym, but we'll see. So Thursday or Friday, definitely Friday, we'll see a camera and a microphone update in the videos. But anyways, probably going to start just arm day, same as last time, with some cable push downs and with the rope and stuff like that. And then we'll implement tricep, bicep until I feel that they're quality or sufficiently pumped. And then we'll switch to shoulders and then do a little small shoulder workout at the end, consisting of lateral raises, rear delt flies, and shoulder pressing. And then we'll do a quick pose down and then cardio, and that'll be it. But yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys at the gym. All right, first things first here, like I said in the car, I'm just starting with some rope push downs. We got a relatively heavy weight, not too heavy, enough to where we could hold it at the bottom, get that squeeze, and then slowly let it back up. We're gonna do this for 3 sets here, shooting for around that 10 to 12 rep range, and then we'll switch to some biceps. Second set here, we didn't change the weight at all. Felt like that I didn't need to. Still got all 12 reps like I wanted. On here though, it's not exactly 12. It's gonna be 12 including the partials, but we're still getting a good squeeze. You can see that I keep myself about like one step away from the pulley, just so that way it's not straight up and down, but like a little bit of an angle. See how I moved up because I felt I was too far back. Just a little bit of an angle helps for me personally hit the outer head on that tricep a little bit easier. And then I'm moving my hands out to my sides of my legs, so I'm like spreading the rope apart as I push down. So like I said on the first set, I added in a third set for this just because I felt like it felt really good. Felt better than normal. It must be because of the way I'm placing myself. I moved a little bit farther away from the pulley than I normally do. And so we're still hitting the 12 reps here, didn't change the weight at all. But I will be doing a drop set after this. So I hit around, I think it was like around 12 to 14. I can't remember exactly what the number of reps was. But yeah, I dropped it about 2 or 3 notches just so I get a good sufficient set on here. Up next, we're moving to biceps. Like I said in the car, switching from triceps to biceps, and then back and forth, doing 3 sets for each, then 2 sets, and then 1 set of each on a superset until I feel like they're sufficiently pumped. We're doing some machine curls here. We're starting with 4 plates, but then we'll drop to 3 1/4 and then 3 plates. Just that way we hit around the 8 to 10 rep range, so we're not losing any reps from the sets at all. Moving on to the second set here. Like I said, dropped a plate and added the quarter on, so 3 plates and 1/4. Still doing 8 to 10 reps on here. Squeeze at the top and then slow to the bottom. Drop the weight just a bit once more for the last set. Still going for 8 to 10. Squeeze at the top, slow at the bottom. But like I said in the car, did get that new coach, JT. Don't know if the workout plan is going to be changing or anything, but we'll see in the future. So it might stay like this for arm days. It might change for arm days, or it might be like a push-pull legs, so there won't be like a dedicated arm day. I have no idea yet. Like I said, I just signed on with him, but we will see changes in the future probably, so keep in mind with that. All right, now we're back to triceps, but we're moving on to the 2 set movements. So with this, we're gonna do some single arm push downs. But with this, we're gonna be opposite of what we were last time. We're gonna try and get as close as we can to the pulley without our shoulder touching. So I'm probably like half a step away from the pulley. I mean, you can see that my head's resting on my hand, and I'm using my hand to keep the pulley straight so it's not shaking all over the place and doesn't hit me in the face. Now with this, we're shooting for around 12 reps, and then if we don't get 12, we're gonna do partials to 12. We're just really focusing on the squeeze at the bottom with this. This is the most important part of this movement, because you lose a lot of the tension at the top. So if you get that good squeeze at the bottom, it compensates for the tension loss. And then next we're going to move on into some cable Bayesian curls. I think that's what they're called. Basically it's just like a cable curl, but you're putting your elbows behind your body, as you can see, like that. And then kind of keeping yourself from leaning all the way backwards, but puffing your chest out. You'll see me eventually puff my chest out there and kind of stand up more straight. But you really want to focus on keeping that elbow behind your body. You don't want to move it up too much, which is something that I need to work on with this. But the focus on this is to stretch all the way at the bottom. I mean, you'll literally, on this is probably the most stretch you'll feel on a bicep, just because it's fully elongated like that. And then I have the cables probably at a 45-degree angle to each of my sides. And so I'm kind of curling at an angle and then twisting my wrists outwards at the top. So that way I get the full contraction of the bicep. On this set, you'll see more of what I mean about puffing the chest out. I do a better job of it here, as well as you could see me turning my wrists out. I do it a lot better towards the end of the set because I actually remember to do it. At the beginning, I kind of forget to turn my wrists outwards and kind of like you're pointing your thumb out to the side. But yeah, shooting for around 10 to 12 reps here, slow and controlled, squeeze at the top. You don't really need a ton of weight for this. I'm only using like 23 pounds on each, so it's pretty lightweight. Now we're moving on to the superset portion of the workout. We're gonna do some rope extensions, overhead rope extensions, and then we're gonna superset it with some rope cable curls. I'm really focusing on keeping, like I said in the other one, keeping the elbows behind my head so it gets a better stretch on the long head of the tricep. And then I don't do it at the beginning, but I'm moving my hands outwards, which I shouldn't be doing. I should be keeping them together, like so my knuckles together. It's better if you do this single-handed, but they don't have a single-handed rope extension, like a little rope attachment, so I don't have it here for this set. I did feel like I needed one more superset to fully pump the arms here, so I did one more overhead extension and one more cable curl, and then we will move on to shoulders. So since at this point of the video every single shoulder machine was taken in the whole gym, we're going to do some lateral flies and then some seated bent over rear delt flies. We're going to do about 18 reps here on the lateral flies and then 12 to 15 on the rear delt flies. So moving on to the second set here, didn't change the weight at all, just moved myself to the other side of the bench so that way you could see the rear delt fly a little bit better instead of just my back. But yeah, still doing 18 reps on the lateral flies, and then same concept with the rear delt flies, 12 to 15. So up next, we're gonna try a new machine I've never tried before. I usually kind of stick to the ones where it's like on your elbows or just regular dumbbell flies, because you'll see at the bottom, you don't really get that much range of motion. So you can't really touch your hands at the bottom. It just stops, it bottoms out. So I'm kind of figuring out this machine on these two sets. So I do change the weight in the middle of this set just because I think it's a little bit too heavy. And then for the second set, I've kind of had it figured out, so where I'm holding at the top and then slowly letting it back down. So for the second set, we just left the weight to where we changed it in the middle of the second set. I feel like that was a pretty good weight, and that's controllable, so that way I can hold it at the top and then slowly let it back down on the eccentric. Next, we got some pec deck rear delt flies. The other one that actually has a smooth range of motion path, it was being used, so I have to use this one, which is really finicky. So if you go too fast or you go too slow when you move the weight, it actually locks up and it doesn't let you move it. So you really have to be focused on these rear delt flies on this machine, which is really annoying. I really want to focus on squeezing the muscle instead of keeping a slow motion outwards. But anyways, we're gonna hit around 12 reps here, lightweight, so that way we can get a good squeeze and then control it on the way back down. Now this is going to be the last set of the workout, but I want to try something new with this video. I want to take one of the TikTok gym edits that I usually do on my TikTok and add them to the end of the YouTube videos instead of just doing the classic slow pose down at the end. So you'll see that after this set. But in other words of this set, I'm still focusing on squeezing at the top, slowly letting it back down. Didn't change the weight at all, still shooting for 12 to 15 reps.